Hi, I'm Sherry Gallant with Alberta Health Services, and today on Health Matters we're talking with Jody Plaineagle. Jody is a First Nations child life specialist who works to educate people in the South Zone about the danger of cyberbullying, which is a constantly growing threat to mostly to our young people, but to people of any ages if they make themselves vulnerable. So Jody, tell me about some of the presentations that you can make and what you do to educate people about the dangers.
Some of the presentations that I've done are like to across the age span. So from children that are in elementary school, the youth, parents, professionals, and just the general public.
We might be surprised at how young some people are, how young some children are who are using social media.
Yes, very, very young. Especially when, I ask my crowd certain questions, like how many of you have an iPad, how many of you do online gaming, and just by seeing the show of hands then gives me an idea of how many people are connected to the internet.
So do you find that there's a number of parents who maybe aren't very aware of what social media involves, and yet they're letting their children have access to it?
Oh, definitely. When I usually talk to the parents, a lot of them will say, like, you know, my children all have Facebooks, Twitters, iPads, but we don't, and we don't want to have anything with the internet. So what I encourage them to do is to learn about it, and in my presentation I talk a lot about the privacy settings and how to protect yourself and why it's important for parents to log on and get to learn about the internet so they can teach their children how to protect themselves.
What are some of the common mistakes that people make in terms of what they make available out there about themselves?
When you open your account, they give you a series of questions to answer about yourself, your personal life. So your birth date, where you live, your phone number, your contact information. Even, you know, like your religious views, your political views, they ask you everything, what you like, restaurants, music.
With cyberbullying, I guess as with any form of bullying, young people are often afraid to tell someone that this is happening to them. What is your advice when this is happening?
When this is happening, like especially youth and children are, you know, if they tell their parent, they're afraid that their privileges are going to get taken away. So that's why I encourage the parents to learn about the privacy settings. I go through, I found a diagram that's called Safe Book, and it's of a person, and on there they have, like, on the head it's think, privacy, be kind, and I just go through that diagram and how there's like where to, if your child is being bullied, you know, to encourage your child to talk to an adult that they can trust, to go through their settings, teach them how to use their settings. There's actually 255 settings on Facebook. Anything that has to do with social media, just know your settings, know how to protect yourself, and it'll prevent a lot of the cyberbullying happening.
Great advice. So I know that you speak to schools and community groups and youth groups. Well, school is in and all through the summer, so if people are interested in having Jody come and speak to their group, just check the bottom of your screen for the contact information, and you can learn all about this important issue.